takes hold. The silent snow falls and the deep cold takes. An icy breeze wanders, the storm won't break. Cold snap, set in overnight.
We drove the truck up the hill as far as we could, but decided to park lower than anticipated as the road was becoming too treacherous. Before we could even get our guns out, my dog Annie was locked up on a covey just up the hill. Good girl, Annie. Good girl. Annie is my Brittany. This dog was born to find Chukar and loves a snow day. On days like these, it is especially important to cover all our bases on dog safety. We outfit them with high-vis orange, use GPS collars, have a dog first aid kit in case they hurt themselves, and as always, we ensure that we have visual confirmation of them before we do any shooting. After the initial jump, we made our way into some lower rock croppings, assuming that with the amount of snow on the ground, the birds would be lower than normal.
Oh, there's a bird right there. Oh, I see one on the ground right there. Come here, Midge, dead bird.
This is Reed's dog, Midge. She is a young PudelPointer that is still learning the ropes when it comes to pointing, but finds down birds like a pro. Shortly after picking up the 2 Chukar that Reed got in one shot, he was back into the action.
God, how the hell did I miss that?
Meanwhile, I was across the valley from Reed. I had followed uncountable tracks and the sound of birds calling up into the rocks. I was having issues with my camera in the cold weather, but was able to harvest a couple birds off camera.
Good girl.
I heard a group jump wild above me, but luckily I had one come my way.
Good girl, Midge.
Today, I'm shooting my Frankie Instinct SL with a full choke. I decided I'd had enough of the steep country and the snow. I had already slipped once and had bashed my knuckles pretty hard on a rock. I headed down to meet up with Reed where we heard several coveys calling. Without the GPS collar to point me in the right direction, I'm not sure I would have been able to see Annie on point across the ravine from me. She held steady while I made my way down the slippery slope.
Dead bird.
I hit that bird pretty hard and saw a lot of feathers, so even though I didn't see it drop, I took the dogs down below to see if we could find it. Midge found it quickly, stone dead. Reed and I were now on either side of a large rock cropping. Most of the birds I was jumping and headed down further, but a fair number of them had circled around the rocks towards Reed.
here to find one of the birds, and I just found him. Here he is right here. That, ladies and gents, is bird number 4. That's how many birds there are. There's a bird on that rock right in front of me. Just landed there. I could shoot him off that rock right now. So easy. There you go. He just flew and landed by me. I still gotta find 2 birds. And the dogs have abandoned me. Oh, there's one. One right there. There's the 5th bird of the day. Bird number 6. And the lemon bird.
Reed was able to cap off a limit there using his Franke Affinity 3 with a modified choke. I decided to head down even further into the flats where I had chased a good number of chukar. Plagued by camera issues again, I harvested my 5th bird off camera. Luckily, I was able to get things working again for a stellar point by Annie to cap off my limit.
That's my nano.
Okay.
I hadn't hit that bird as hard as I'd like, but the dogs ensured we retrieved it swiftly.